Good morning, Big Brother fans. It is Friday, July 1st, 2022, and we are 5 days away from Big Brother 24. Yikes. Well, it's coming up on us, and guess what? We don't know much. Believe it or not, it is all the biggest news this season so far is that we have virtually no news. But in a little bit of niceness, CBS actually announced, or maybe they were just beaten down, CBS announced last night that the cast would not be announced until Tuesday. So I don't anticipate hearing a cast until Tuesday. There may be some rumors out there. There will be probably some more rumors. But I frankly don't expect to get a real cast list until Friday, barely 24 hours before the show starts. House tour, don't know. Haven't heard anything yet. The problem is Monday is the 4th of July, so we're not expecting anything to happen that day. And it may. Maybe they'll surprise us, but you just think that there's not a lot of people working that day. And so will they not bother to give us a house tour either? I don't know. We'll have to see. So there's not a lot of news to tell you guys. The other bit of news, there is one little tidbit. One tidbit is that originally, and I think maybe when I did my last recording earlier this week, I said that the feeds weren't going to kick in until 2 in the morning Eastern time. They revised that later that same day, I think, and came back and said that the feeds will kick off at 12:30 a.m. Eastern time. So they aren't waiting until after the challenge now. They are doing it right after the premiere finishes on the West Coast, it sounds like. That's when the feeds will kick in. So the house guests will be in the house for about 3 hours after the show ends. So the show's going to end. If they're truly doing it live, the show will end, and then about 3 hours later is when the feeds will kick on. So 3 hours, not a whole lot of time for alliances to form. I'm sure there will be some. There will be a few things that happen in those 3 hours that we'll have to wait and see a replay on. But overall, that's pretty darn good considering in recent seasons they had like almost a week in the house before we got to see the feeds. So we'll take it, but I can always gripe. I will always find reasons to gripe and complain. It's not because I don't think things are better in some ways, but I still think they could be even better yet. So what else do I have to talk about if I can't talk about a house guest, if I can't talk about a house tour? Well, not a whole lot. I've been chatting it up online. Oh, there's speculation. So how about this? Why are we waiting? Why are we having to wait so long for these reveals? Well, there's all kinds of theories. There's theories that it's because of COVID protocols. It's because of the house guest last season, whose name escapes me right now, who tested positive for COVID right before they went into the house, and so she got pulled. And I think Claire went in her place. So there's that theory. That's kind of the prevailing theory, is that they just don't want to release a cast until they are 100% sure that everybody that's going in is the ones that are going in. And I'll go with that one too. That's it. I really think it's just they just don't want to take a chance that they get that that confusion of releasing a cast and then having the person not be able to go into the house, or at least reducing that as a possibility. But it is at the expense of lowering the buzz. I mean, just because we're all talking about Big Brother doesn't mean that the rest of the world is, and certainly social media wise, what we hear talking about what we hear is that even the Big Brother Twitter account is promoting The Challenge, the show that's going to come on after Big Brother on the premiere night, to the point where I was annoyed and like, can you stop tweeting about this other show and just, or unless the other show's going to start tweeting about you too, because the Challenge account wasn't really tweeting about Big Brother. So, anyways. All right. That's the grumbling. That's the news or no news that I have to report. I think I'm going to actually just kind of let it go at that. and say welcome to those of you that are new to listening to me talk about Big Brother. I generally do this every morning, whether I'm driving to work or I'll sneak it in sometime during the day on the weekends. At least I did last year, and I anticipate doing it again this year, and I think the year before. It's all a blur now at this point. Has it been? I think it has been. This is year number 3 technically. Maybe not. I don't know. I've been doing this almost every day of the week. I've been doing some version of this for years now at this point. But all right. And as you can tell, I get kind of have pregnant pauses as I'm driving, as I'm stopping and turning and trying to be a good driver. The only other little plug I have is I announced it earlier this week that I just wasn't pushing for affiliates to sign up. I'm not asking people to sign up through my affiliate links, although they will work and I will update them. And I'm just not going to be blasting social media saying, you should sign up for the live feeds through this link. Other than I said, just sign up through Hamster's link, Hamster Watch's link. Just sign up through her link. Give Dingo a link. It's minuscule. The money that we make off that is so small now, and I don't mean to. And I say that, and I'm like, well, I'm telling you to go sign up through somebody else, but they aren't going to get much. Well, that's true. They aren't going to get much, but they might as well get it as opposed to me. How's that? At least through July 7th, I said I'm not promoting links. I'm just going to say just sign up through Dingo's. Eventually, I will probably say, hey, you can sign up through mine, but I'm telling you, man, the actual amount that we get from CBS now is just not much, because once you've signed up, you are off the books as possible revenue for anybody else. Even if you sign up through the link, if they have your email address already, we don't get a credit anymore. So that's how that works. What I do have, if you want to, give me a little bit of love monetarily, you have the option of making sure you listen to the commercials at the end of this. I don't put them on in the middle or the beginning. I just throw them at the end. So you can listen to them that way. And if you listen to that, I get, a few pennies. But thousands of people listening adds up. Oh, by the way, as a side note, I was looking last night. I am approaching, according to my my hosting site, which is Spreaker, I'm going to hit 500,000 downloads this week. Probably after this little CarCast right here will probably put me over 500,000 downloads over the years I've been using them to do this. So that's kind of cool. Not bad. During the regular season of Big Brother, I was averaging anywhere from just shy of to just over 1,000 of downloads, listens per one of these episodes, whether on whatever platform it is. So we'll see if how those numbers run this year once we're up and running full time when the show's going. So the commercials at the end, listen to those. The other way, if you really want to be super and sweet and nice, is you can become a patron at patreon.com. I'm sure most of you are familiar with the Patreon thing. If not, just go to patreon.com, patreon.com/BBGOSSIP, and you can join that. You can sign up for whatever amount you want to make a donation. You can obviously sign up one time, make the donation. You don't even get, at this point, I think since July 1st, the first time you would even get a quote, bill won't be until the end of July. So the next billing cycle is it's always at the end of the month, and it's once a month. And my thing is set up so it is just a single charge. I don't charge. Some sites do a per episode thing or a per thing. I don't. I do once a month. And even though I think it says, $5, whatever, you can sign up for $1. That's the least you can sign up for, is $1 a month. That's how I've done it before on something that I've liked. I'll give you $1 a month. So that's, It's not nothing to some people, but for other people, it's like, yeah, I can do that. $1 a month, sure. So you can do it. You can stop whenever you want. It's very easy. Even if you signed up now, I would get all excited and say, ooh, look, I got another patron. And then in July 29th, you could unsign up and I wouldn't see a dime. So you can get my hopes up and crash them too. Please don't do that. But anyways, that's another way you can support me. Anything else? I don't know. If somebody said, hey, can I send you a PayPal donation? Yes, there's PayPal options. You can do that. Whatever. Or you can just promote me. You can just tell your friends about it. That's another way you can do it. Is just pass the word. Make sure you subscribe on Twitter. Retweet things that I tweet out. Any of those things. There's lots of ways that you can contribute without even having to open up your wallet. And do that for anything that you're a fan of, by the way. I say that. Even though I'm saying I go to Hamster Watch for your affiliate link. If there's some other site that you're a fan of and they do affiliate links, well, then go to that site. Just think about that when you like something, how you can help those people out. Because content creators I am technically a content creator when it comes to this show. We do it partially because we love the show. I mean, I'm doing this because I love Big Brother. I have always loved Big Brother, even though I complain about it. And this is my way of sharing that love. And if you want to support it, then and you don't want it, and you can't afford to support it, kind of a thing, or that's not what your option is. Well, then get out there and promote it. Help the people. Promote it with just your friends, your fans, whatever you need to do. All right, enough of that. Right? We're done talking, aren't we? I think we are. I'm going to wrap this puppy up, and again tell you I hope you have a wonderful weekend. If I get any kind of news, I will be sure to share it. I will definitely fire up this. Those of you that are listening to this, again, one more thing. If you're listening to this through clicking on a link on Twitter, and you're like, how do I get it on my podcasting app? Or what is a podcasting app? There's a whole other can of worms. If you don't know that, then just keep listening through Twitter. But there are other ways. If you're like, well, how do I find other episodes? When I click on it on Twitter, I can see past episodes too. But I also have a little mini player on the upper left-hand corner of BigBrotherGossip.com. If you go to BigBrotherGossip.com, you can see there's a little mini player in the upper left that has like the last 5 or 6 episodes. But then you can also go to iTunes, TuneIn, Spotify, any of those things. My show is posted there. You just have to know how to subscribe to it. Just look for Mike's Big Brother Carcast or Mike's Big Brother Gossip Carcast. You'll find it, and sign up. So, all right, enough of that. Sorry, I got rambly, but that's how I am. Again, have a wonderful weekend. I will probably talk to you before July 4th. I do have I'm trying to get more information, guys, but it's really quiet. I have a feeling CBS really has a lock on things this season, this preseason. So I think sources aren't wanting to say anything for fear of messing things up. And so, but if I get any kind of information, I will definitely share. But I will also say this: I am not going to share names of cast members. If for some reason, even if somebody told me, here's a cast list and handed it to me, I'm not throwing it out there. It's just not happening because I don't want to screw up things for whoever those people are, and we'll just wait and see. But if I hear, like last year, I got the information that the staircase had been removed, the circular staircase was gone. Well, that to me is fair game to get reported. It's not messing anything up per se, and it was something we could talk about for at least 24 hours. So we'll see. We'll see if we hear anything, but if not, no matter what, we're going to know a lot come next Wednesday. All right? Be well. I'm out of here. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.